I just wanted to share with you my experience getting ready to move from Midwest in Wisconsin to Hawaii. In June, we're going to be moving to Maui, and I'm ready for a new adventure and I want to see what's next. But I just want to share my journey with all of you and kind of fill you in on our life and what's going on. So in June, we're going to be moving to Maui. We actually have a lot of things already set up and figured out, and I wanted to share those things and my experience with that with you guys so that hopefully it can help you, because I've been watching other people on YouTube who've moved to Hawaii and how they've done it and what are the struggles and what are the challenges that they faced, and I want to share those things with you so that maybe your steps next time are a little bit simpler than mine. To try and decide what's going to make us happy, what do we want out of life, where are we going. And the one thing at that time that we knew that we wanted to do was travel. We went to Zion National Park. We went to actually like 8 national parks, but Zion really stood out to me. The landscapes were so grand and so magnificent that I just really wanted to see more of that in the world. And we're like, what should we do? What should we do? And I said to Paul, I'm like, why don't we move to Hawaii? Hawaii is the perfect place to start. It's still a part of the U.S., so even though we do have our passports, we wouldn't be having to deal with an international move right away. But it would still feel like we're not going to be on the mainland. We're going to be in Hawaii. In a way, it's another world in itself. So after we made the decision, we were kind of like, are we really doing this? Are we really moving to Hawaii? I feel like that weekend after we made that decision, it wasn't, well, if we're going to move to Hawaii, it was when are we going to move to Hawaii? We made the decision and that was what we were going to do. So I immediately called my mom and had to share the news with her and I told a couple other close friends, but for a while we just kind of kept it to ourselves until it could really sink in for ourselves. We didn't want to share it with too many people until we had the decision and a few things worked out. People are pretty skeptical about quitting your jobs, moving to a place where you don't have a job, and we just weren't ready to take any criticism from anyone else yet. The biggest blessing was that everyone was super supportive and really helpful and just really believed in us that we can do this and it's the right decision for us. All of my family lives in one place in Wisconsin, so getting to know his family and just building our family out a little bit more is really important to us. After we made the decision to move, Paul and I were kind of like, what's next? We weren't really sure where to start, where to begin, what to do. Started looking for YouTube videos and finding people that had moved to Hawaii before this. I started looking for people who lived in Maui and just kind of trying to get a feel for what it's like there. So we watched a lot of YouTube videos. It's cold here. I'm looking forward to moving to Hawaii and not feeling freezing because it's only about 45 degrees here right now. So after we watched a bunch of videos, we decided that we needed to start sorting through our stuff. So we picked out stuff that we should throw away, things that we were going to take home, things that we're going to sell, and we started posting on Craigslist in January. I would definitely recommend posting on Craigslist and starting to sell your things as soon as you can, living with less. One of the things that we knew when we moved to Hawaii is we did not want to bring things with us. We decided that we're going to only pack in our checked luggage, so we're both going to check 2 bags or boxes, and that's what we're bringing with us. So one of the next things that I decided to do was I needed to quit my job. I'm a teacher and I'm in my 2nd year. Really hard to decide that I went to school for 4 years to be a teacher and I'm not sure if I want to be a teacher anymore. I love working with the students, but the paperwork and all of the extra things that go along with it, the time commitment, I'm just not sure if it's what I want to do for the rest of my life. So taking a break, and I decided to quit my job. I quit my job in January, and I let them know right away in hopes that they can find a really amazing replacement for me because I want that for my students. And that was really tough to do. It was a big step in saying goodbye to this life here and moving on. So one of the things that I was really worried about was finding a place to live when we got to the island right away. We had purchased plane tickets. The plan is that we're driving our car from Wisconsin to Seattle and then shipping it from there. Um, we purchased the plane tickets, and then it just felt like the next step was figuring out where we're gonna live. We were able to find a place to stay through Airbnb sublets, which is really cool because we were able to find this tiny little cabin house right in a beach town that we can stay in for a month and a half. So hopefully after that month and a half we'll be able to find another short-term rental or a more longer permanent place to stay, and by permanent I mean like a 6-month to a year lease. So the next steps for us, which I'll update you on as things get closer, is we're looking into car rentals until our car is ready to be picked up from being shipped over from the mainland, and just kind of packing everything, selling everything, figuring out those final steps. I'm super excited to move to Hawaii and get to know the culture and the lifestyle there. We've both been going through a lot of changes in fitness and our diet, and really being able to eat, you know, fruits and vegetables in a climate that's warm and inviting to be outside in is really exciting for us. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have more questions or comments or anything like that, please leave them down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to share more videos with you about me, my husband, our life, and moving to Hawaii and living in Hawaii and all that it brings. So, bye.